GearNetwork.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
So, Fat Man,
So sleazy.
do we have a show to review?
No.
Do we have a bunch of news and rumors?
No.
Well, let's do the most sleazy and the Fat Man thing ever. Do a halfway through the year review, 8 months into the year.
Phone it in.
Phone it in. Phone it in. I don't know how we got that close to synced on Zoom, but we'll find out more on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
That's the Fat Man.
And welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode.
I'm looking down in NXT and I just see Sleazy's like arms like going like this out of my peripherals.
Yes.
I'm just like, oh, Sleazy's too dicking it right now.
Oh, we are definitely dicking around on this show. Today we've got, to start off, the biggest mark this side of the Mississippi. Chip Willett is with us.
I love it. That's great. True, but great.
And of course, we have a man who doesn't know what a Buckmaster is. Ryan Williams is here with us.
Hi, y'all.
So today we were trying to throw around some ideas, and this one came up. I think, Chip, you actually brought this one up, right?
Yeah, yeah, this was good.
I thought it was Ryan.
No, it was me.
Wow.
I was at work the other day, and I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, man, what are we doing this week? And I'm just like, hey, what about a halfway through the year show just to see stuff, how it changes between now and the end of the year? And I honestly, I sent it into the chat thinking it was going to get shot the fuck down. When you all agree, I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool.
Well, now we had to run and figure through it.
I didn't know it was your idea. Or else I would have shot it down.
Well played.
Well done, sir.
Since I did mine, I guess we'll do it.
Oh, thank God you did yours.
I did mine. I don't care about the fuck y'all yells. I am writing. Okay, so I'm going to write your fuckers down. I'm going to go back.
All right.
So
yeah, go for it. It's going to change. I guarantee you, it's going to change because a lot of these, at least for me, yeah, I guess it was okay to be pretty good type of thing. So we'll see how it goes. These are very similar to our year awards, same categories, same everything. It's 12 categories. Expect us to rip each other to shreds.
That's the fun of it.
That's the vast majority of the reason why we're doing this, right?
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. Most overrated female wrestler of the year. Let's start with the most wrong answer in the world. Fat Man.
Nia Jax.
Ooh. Overrated. Okay. Cheb.
Well, my wrestler's name begins with the same letter. I want to say Nyla Rose.
Ooh. Ryan.
Chip took my answer. Can I have another answer?
What'd you say?
I said Chip took my answer. Can I have another answer?
So we got 2 votes for Nyla Rose, 1 vote for Nia Jax, and
They're the same person.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how wrong that is, but it's got to be wrong.
Oh, it's extremely wrong.
You guys are going to laugh at me, and I don't care because it's Rhea Ripley.
What?
I consider.
You know what?
I mean,
Dead ass seriously was going to put Asuka there because she's done nothing all year.
That is true.
But the obvious answer was Nia Jax. I may switch it to Asuka now because of your answer.
Okay.
But I can't. It's Nia Jax.
I mean, I appreciate.
No, it's not that. Yeah.
I appreciate all the answers, but if you said it was the worst female wrestler, absolutely 100% agree with you guys. You know, but in terms of overrated, she's being pushed to the moon. But I haven't liked a single match she's done all year.
But she's not Asian.
No,
Also that.
Champion as she was is what makes her the most overrated, because she should have never had the tag belt, regardless of the division.
It gave Shayna Baszler a stage. So I'll give her that.
Shayna Baszler was my number 2, by the way.
Fuck you.
I'm dead serious. It was a toss-up between...
Which tag team champion it was. Wow.
Yeah.
I see how this is going to go well. I can tell.
Yeah, well, this is what's wrong with wrestling today.
So, okay, the two of you that picked Nyla Rose justified over fucking Nia Jax.
Why she's more overrated than Nia Jax?
Yeah.
I can actually vouch for him, even though I didn't pick him.
They keep trying to push her to the moon. They're beating that horse in AEW.
Yeah. I was going to say, they keep putting her in spots, and she's not delivering.
Green as fuck, and she's not doing well. And she's pretty green.
She's just not doing well.
And then you put fucking Vicky Guerrero with her, and you're basically typecasting her the rest of the way you do anyone else.
Well, I think they were trying to put Vicky Guerrero there to give her the rub, but then obviously it's not working.
They're rubbing the wrong part.
Oh, see, that was worse than my comment about them being the same person.
I mean, Nyla Rose is doing better than Laurel Hubbard, but I still don't like her.
Okay. Sleazy's either cleaning his glasses. So Sleazy wants you to explain why, and he doesn't even pay attention while he's cleaning his glasses.
Oh, I heard every single bit of it. So, and Fat Man agreed. Well, the thing is, Fat Man agreed with both of you, and yet he didn't choose Nyla Rose.
No, because Nia Jax is freaking terrible.
Yes, but that doesn't make her the most overrated female wrestler of the year.
If Nyla Rose was in WWE, I would have picked her.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow. Okay, most underrated female wrestler of the year. Yeah, let's get it over with. It's Asuka. Next one.
Nope.
I picked another Asian, but it wasn't Asuka.
I did too.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Is this a first? Maybe?
It's going to be
Hikaru
Shida.
Okay. God damn it, Sleazy.
Yep.
I was going to say Chip. You and me say it at the same time.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Hikaru. Oh, fuck you.
Wow. Both great answers. Ryan, please pick an Asian.
Oh, no. Unless you want to identify Dakota Kai as an Asian.
I mean, if you've never seen her.
So I would agree with mine and Ryan's, but fuck Sleazy.
Of course, fuck Sleazy.
And
what's wrong with Chips?
She's a good answer, to be fair.
She's only wrestled for like 2 months this year.
Yeah.
So she's kind of she doesn't have enough bats to win the batting title. So that's why I think she's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't qualify, in my opinion. So.
Okay.
Now, even though Shida was like the women's champion for the first, 5 months of this year, she was just not getting the credit she deserved.
100% agree. I mean, she was.
Yeah.
Her matches with like Thunder Rosa were great. Her match with.
She got a good match on Nyla Rose.
Yeah. And of course, obviously, the Britt Baker match with her is pretty fucking good.
Yep.
So, I mean, cool. Xia Li, come on. Chip, you know I love Asians. Everyone knows I love Asians on this show. Why her?
I think that when she has performed, she's performed very well.
She's really only had one match. Like, I mean, of note, to be fair. I mean, she's only been on one pay-per-view, and
yeah, she's wrestling the weeklies.
Yeah, she is. Don't get me wrong; she's wrestling the weeklies, but I don't think that
her involvement in that storyline is to get over another person.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do know
she's
that.
the
I
mini
mean,
boss.
but maybe that's why she's underrated. Maybe she's doing it too well. I don't know. I don't know what Chip's thinking.
I'm not. Well, she also won too. She's undefeated this year.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. So it's like they're pushing her, but they're not really pushing her. But I don't know if they know what they're going to do with the stable, and that's part of the reason why they're kind of stop and starting it. But I don't think
that makes sense.
I don't think that makes her underrated. I just don't think they have a direction with the feud yet.
So it makes her underutilized.
Ryan,
I think that they haven't taken advantage of Dakota Kai since she turned heel on Tegan after War Games all those many months ago. And even still, I think, like, I probably wouldn't have put her there underrated if their tag title reign had to have started when they wanted it to, instead of starting at the start of an NXT show and then they losing it an hour and a half later. Right? Like, then that's why I think Dakota Kai is most underrated, because she deserves a main title run. She BK.
do you believe that they kind of nerfed her when her best friend, so to speak, won the title?
It was leading to the feud, but you could have had them longer running the tag chance to do it. That's what killed me. That they should have had a longer inaugural tag title run in this storyline. But the belts weren't ready for the Dusty Rhodes thing, so they just kind of did it this way instead.
Okay. It's fair. I mean, there are very valid opinions out there for all of us. I mean, this one was a hard one, in my opinion. And while everyone's going to laugh at my pick, because obviously they always will, everyone really has a real true case to bring in this one. Speaking of one that we'll probably all agree on, most overrated male wrestler of the year. Okay, Fat Man? 3, 2, 1.
Fuck
Kenny Omega.
I mean, it's the Kenny Omega Award as most overrated. It's the Kenny Omega Award. So it has to go to Kenny Omega, right?
No, you should go to somewhere else. The fact that you've renamed the award to that person means that how much they represent that award. He shouldn't win his own award. It's already named after him.
You shut your little dirty whore mouth.
It's the same rules as OSW Review, where if you win the award 3 times, you get it named after you. So, of course, the first award that got named after somebody was the Hulk Hogan of the Year award. Yes, I'll have to bleep that one out.
I was going to say, you can say from Ryan and I can't say
God damn it.
You fucking
What a
God damn it. Well done, you guys. Marking that one.
fuck.
That's all you're going to. So for the people who are actually listening to this, you're going to hear a lot of beeps. And I'm sorry for that.
I slipped one in, so.
We shouldn't have said 7 times. It shouldn't have happened.
God damn it.
It's like saying Candyman. If you say 3 times, it goes up.
Fucker.
what, my ex-wife?
Whoa.
Shit.
Wow.
Okay,
This is the Wrestling Show. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.
Oh, God.
Oh, and we're off the air, folks. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Okay, Sleazy, you had Kenny Omega, right?
Yeah, who didn't have Kenny Omega here?
Ryan.
I had Nikki fucking Gage.
Nick fucking Gage. Ooh, that's not a bad one.
Okay,
I watched him on AEW last week, and I'm like, oh, he looked like such a fish out of water. And they were trying to push him to the moon on GCW, and he's only known for his death matches. He was fucking horrible.
Uh-huh.
He's been doing death matches since CCW days.
Well, I know. And again, you're not going to get a good wrestler out of the year out of that other than John Moxley.
Even then.
It's still a stretch.
I'm with Chip. I'll pick Nick Gage.
I mean, that's...
So both of them are very acceptable answers in my book.
I agree.
love you all.
Awesome. Most underrated male wrestler of the year, a.k.a. the Cesaro Award.
Okay, Sleazy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Not Cesaro.
Cesaro.
For the first time ever.
Mad if either one of you fucking marks had to pick Cesaro then.
I mean, he got a push that was
Briefly.
It was short-lived, but it showcased him in a time that he could have been, he could have had a run, but there was no way he was going to win. But he was a nice opponent for Reigns. So I'm interested, Ryan, who was your most underrated male wrestler of the year?
Mid-year.
Mid-year.
Take out the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal win because that they gave it to him, but like what they've done with that, it's Jey Uso.
Wow.
Main event Jey, man. He stepped the fuck up when he needed to during the time frame that they needed somebody to step up. And now that his brother's back in school, that he's back in the tag team, and like now, but he only just got the belt. If we're talking about those first 6 months, he was a whipping boy for Reigns, but he was underrated on the amount of good fucking things he was doing.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair. That's fair. Chip.
I was stuck on 2. Lance Archer.
Wow.
I mean, they just gave him the U.S. IWGP title, but I just don't think they were utilizing him correctly. I think he's a very good wrestler and he's not being used right. And I had Ricochet. That's another one.
Ricochet's a good one. Another good one.
Which one was it though, Chip?
I had Archer written down first, so Archer to me.
To be fair, I think the only reason why Archer got any push at all was because of IWGP or New Japan, not because of AEW.
AEW, yep.
Yeah, because I think they still control title switches, even if they're lower card shots on other shows.
Yeah.
So I would agree with the fact that if you call it AEW booking, yeah, he has been underutilized. I'm going to say a weird one. And I don't know why.
Asuka.
No. Xavier Woods.
He was another one that was up there with me, too.
The man oozes charisma.
Mm-hmm.
But of the 3 people in New Day, he
never gets the push.
Yeah, he was the one most overlooked. Obviously, he's got the Money in the Bank title. Kofi is a former WWE champion, but Xavier's the guy with the trombone. You know what I mean? And in all rights, he's probably one of the top true wrestlers of maybe the last 5 years. Especially, he's come into his own with the New Day. He's come into, in terms of tag team wrestling, he's always been there. But he hasn't really been able to show off a lot of his one-on-one stuff. So, there's my answer.
Good answer.
The only man to hold the WWE tag team and TNA tag team titles and not win them.
Yeah. He's always been the one who loses them.
Yeah.
We have 4 different ones, guys.
Wow.
Ooh,
That's like if we're drinking, that's like a social.
I had Orange Cassidy.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't he my underrated last year, I believe?
I believe so.
Actually, glad you mentioned that because I had that written down also.
And here he goes pulling out.
You did.
I thought I did.
Wow. So, why Orange Cassidy?
Yes, I know he was in the main event, Double or Nothing, and yes, they kind of been booking him well, but in between that little run, he hasn't really done anything. Like, he's just having good matches left and right, and no one's really like, besides that push with Jericho, what was it, last year, which doesn't count, and then that little in May with being thrown into a triple threat because they didn't want Omega to pin Pac. They want to protect Pac because question mark. But so I threw Cassidy and he could take a fall, and then but in between those he just just been going out on TV, having good matches in a lower spot. He just deserves to be up there.
I got a kick out of him and Sting on the outside the other night. That was funny.
The
For comic
Kiwanis
for comic
kicks to
purposes.
the shin.
So awesome.
Damn it. That's surprising. I thought we'd have at least a couple together.
No?
Let's move on to probably my hardest category for me personally. Best feud of the year.
That was the hardest one for me also.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll start only because I feel like no one else is going to say it, and it kind of ties into the underrated thing. I thought it was the lead up for Cesaro versus Reigns. I thought it was really well done. There was no chance in hell he was winning, but you believed it. You believed he had a shot. And I think that's always going to be the hallmark of a great feud, is that you actually believe there might be a chance they might put it on him. But if you look at it objectively, there's no fucking way Reigns is losing to fucking Cesaro. But I don't know. Chip.
Mine was Reigns and Edge.
Reigns and Edge. That was a big one for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Man.
I had Kenny Omega versus Selling. I'm not joking.
What is fucking wrong with you?
There was no feud that stood out besides, I can't believe I'm fucking saying this, Cardona versus Nick Gage. But I ain't putting that shit on there. So I put Kenny Omega versus Selling.
It's been recorded.
So it's basically a non-answer.
A bunch of fucking marks, and I hope everyone step on a fucking Lego.
Okay, here we go. Ryan with the wrong answer.
Okay, here we go.
McIntyre Lashley, you fucking idiot.
No.
The main belt in professional
I
wrestling.
mean, by default, it lasted the longest, so I'll give it to you. And they had good matches, so.
They did. They did a bad match. It went on for months. And
So, yeah.
like McIntyre and Orton last year, when there was a believability of that belt might actually change hands.
But did it?
It didn't, but the believability was there more so
But did it?
than fucking Cesaro.
But did it?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Who's this Rich Holland guy?
A big fucker.
NXT UK was brought in for hard muscle for McAfee, but got injured. Now he's back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot he was hired muscle. So female match of the year. This was another hard one for me.
Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, the unsanctioned match, hands down. Nothing else you're going to say is going to
So, I guess Sleazy had the wrong answer compared to Ryan.
Yeah.
Did Chip have the wrong answer?
Oh, if Ryan just shit on me, yeah, sure.
So Ryan was the only one that picked it.
I believe
one,
so. Was Fat Man, yours was a WWE match. Mine was an AEW match.
Mine was AEW match.
I think Chip and I have the same one.
Quite probably.
Britt Baker Sheeta?
Bingo.
Yeah, so.
Double or nothing.
Good match. Wasn't as good as the one with Thunder Rosa person.
Well, Fat Man's going to say Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley.
Or not.
Really? No?
So I actually had 4 matches because
Of course
Jesus
you did.
Christ.
Of course you fucking did.
I had 4 matches that were 4 stars. And that was the highest rated women's match I had in my notes.
Okay. Look at him looking up his own fucking stuff. You
That's why I
fucking
kept 'em.
self-mark.
That's why I kept them. So, of course, I'm going to pick the one with my favy in it. Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 37.
That's what I
But
gathered.
that could change. That could change.
Why did you
For the
have
end-
to
for the end of the year awards? Because I think some of these to me are locks, This one isn't a lot because obviously we have more matches to come.
I guarantee you none of these are going to be locks except for 2, I think.
Okay.
Here's one of them that's going to be a lock, I think. Promotion of the year.
All right, here comes Chip with New Japan.
No.
Ryan saying Impact.
Here comes Chip with AEW when he's wrong.
Nope, not this year.
Here comes Chip with ROH.
Are you fucking high?
Thank you.
It's WWE.
It will always be WWE. This is the WWE award.
Oh,
The WWE award for promotion of the year. Yeah, it's WWE.
No, it's not. It's fucking Stardom.
Oh, fuck off, you fucking Marty.
Of course it's WWE. It will always and forever be WWE until basically Vince leaves and the money goes with him. Because until that happens, nobody's touching him. It's simple as that. Let's do special event of the year. This is one I struggled with, so
I don't remember that in the categories that were put in the thing this morning.
it was number 7.
Special event.
Oh, it was favorite slash. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yep.
So Ryan,
NXT Takeover Night 2. We've been through this from the WrestleMania weekend.
I still have yet to watch that.
really?
Well, NXT Takeover, the pay-per-view one of the 2 nights, was so far the show of the year.
Well, you got to pick both.
So NXT Takeover WrestleMania weekend was the show of the year.
What was that? Stand and Deliver?
Yep.
I still got to watch Night 2 because that's when I was like dying.
Oh, fine.
And I watched Night 1, but I was dying during Night 2.
Yeah. And because we combine the 2, there's nothing that's going to beat that, in my opinion. It was close.
So you picked that too, Slizzy?
Yeah. It was close between that and Wrestle Kingdom. But, man.
All right, Chip.
I got Wrestle Grand Slam in the Tokyo Dome. The one that just happened on July 25th. It was a fucking outstanding pay-per-view.
It don't count.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Oh, don't 6 months, January to June.
No, they did. They said till August.
We said till August 1st.
That's not a half a year, then. Let's do a 7.5 month award thing.
That's the wrestling show. That's what we do.
This is how we roll.
It's called a botch, Ryan.
I do not agree with Chip's pick. His time frame stuff is fucked.
Does your...
I mean, no, hold on. Let me back the train up. Chip was saying something from fucking New Japan. Let's be real on whatever his answer was. It was just whether he has to pick fucking Wrestle Kingdom or Grand Slam.
I will agree with that, but there were a lot of potential shows he could have picked. Donkatsu?
Yeah, there were quite a few.
They were all right if they weren't NXT standing
Every single one of them.
It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that, Sleazy. It's funny you mentioned that. And I'll tell you why later.
I will give you that only because I haven't seen the show and everyone and their brother says it's great. So
it's really good.
I will absolutely watch that show. It's got a very high bar to clear between 2 nights of phenomenal wrestling.
Well, they had 2 nights of wrestling with this as well. Right,
but you're talking about 2 pretty damn perfect shows back to back.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That's going to be hard to beat. I really do admit. And to be fair, Fat Man, what are you saying?
It's Wrestle Kingdom.
It's not Wrestle Kingdom. The fuck is wrong with you? Fucking New Japan marks down here. Just because he didn't watch Night 2. This is why, Ryan. This is why.
Exactly why.
You and I on the same
I was just looking at my notes for Night 1, and no, that was a pretty goddamn good show.
Yeah. And Night 2, well, I don't think it was better. I thought Night 1 was better. Night 2 was still pretty fucking good.
I'm off tomorrow because I gotta get my vaccination done. I think I might rewatch that.
Do it. You know you want to.
Do it, you won't.
So we are up.
I'll probably. You know what I'll do? I'll watch that and I'll watch Wrestle Grand Slam back to back.
There you go. You give us a
That's
fair.
like 50 hours of wrestling.
Well, he needs to give us a fair and unbiased opinion. You fucking New Japan, Mark.
Remember when I didn't know what New Japan was?
Yes.
Remember back then?
I know. You've grown up. Your marky markedness is less marky and more smarky now.
He doesn't say fuck Dave Meltzer. He's like, fuck.
Dave Meltzer. It's a roller coaster. We've all been on it. First was WWE is the only show I'll ever watch. Then you start watching New Japan and Ring of Honor and go, oh my God, I need to cream myself over Davey Richards. And then you keep going. And then you go, I don't understand the commentary, but it looks so cool. And a 45-minute match, that's pretty awesome. And look at all the shit that they do. A lot of false finishes, but a finisher does it. It's great. And these shows are fucking amazing. And look at Dave Meltzer calling it 19 stars. It's great. And then you come back down to reality. That's coming, Chip.
Sidetrack here. When did Roderick Strong start looking like CM Punk without tattoos?
5-6 weeks ago when you started to watch the fucking product.
New shirt, watch the product.
New shirt. Watch the goddamn product.
Listen, I'm just now getting you TNA, you fuck.
See, this is how long you haven't watched TNA. It's called Impact now.
True. Very true.
I thought it was called Global Force Wrestling.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, Carney.
I got some gold to sell you. Tag team of the year, you guys?
This was the second hardest for me.
Yeah, I had rough on this one too.
This is why I hate this shit. Because logistically, statistically, the tag team of the year should be the tag team that has been champions the entire year. If so facto, it makes it the Young Bucks.
No, it doesn't. It makes it the one who's held it the longest, which is Gallus.
From January to, July now instead of June.
So I love it. It's the people that had the best matches.
Which is probably the Young Bucks.
Oh, it's the Young Bucks.
Which is my answer, to be fair.
I had FTR.
What?
Yeah, Gallus held the tag titles until about February. And when they taped it, they don't know, but it aired on tape late in February that Gallus lost the belts to Pretty Deadly. The Young Bucks have been tag champions for the entirety of 2021.
Okay, fair. Fair.
Where they should be tag team of the year.
Well, they were second on my list.
A close second was Nia and Shayna Baszler because they were.
Fuck off! You Canadian I hope you step on a Lego.
Wow.
No, wait. I hope you get fucking Down syndrome.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Statistics don't care about your fragile Mark fucking feelings, but that's it.
So the Ascension, who had shitty matches in their entire run, should be tag team of the year because they held it the longest? Fuck off. They didn't draw shit.
I think they were my tag team of the year that year.
Because you're a mark. So Sleazy said Gallus.
No, it's the Young Bucks. It's definitely the Young Bucks.
Chip's just being a mark.
I mean, it's the marky goodness is just phenomenal.
3 categories left.
Who held the... Actually...
Come on, I got some statistics off. Who held which belt? What company? Let's go.
I think... Oh, no. Bullet Club won it back. Okay, never mind. I was thinking the junior tag champions were the same.
No, yeah, so...
But
They've been flip-flop more than fucking Chip's asshole lately. It's like,
whoa.
Wow. That's a lot.
You could at least said pancakes at Waffle House or something. Jesus Christ, why are you giving me my ass?
Whoa. Don't you dare besmirch the good goddamn name that is Waffle House.
Oh, I'll do what I want.
Come on. Third last award.
Stop stealing my fucking shit.
We missed what Ryan said.
He's Canadian.
Third last award. Stop talking about Chip's maple syrupy ass.
It's phenomenal.
It
Female
would only be
wrestling.
maple syrupy if I was in Canada.
Vermont has some good maple syrup too.
Female.
I know that.
Female wrestler of the year. God damn it. Ryan?
Is it not Bianca Belair?
No, it's not.
It's not Bianca Belair.
It's not even
Not at
close
all.
to Bianca Belair.
It's not even her hair.
Ryan, it's the person who holds the title the longest, Deonna Purrazzo.
Actually, it is.
Using your logic against you, you motherfucking piece of shit Canadian.
It is legitimately Deonna Purrazzo, and anybody else who says something different is wrong.
Okay, I'm wrong.
You're always wrong.
Chip?
Britt Baker.
Good second choice.
Good third choice.
Bianca Belair is a good fifth choice.
I'll give your Deonna Purrazzo. I understand your argument. Belair did more on a mainstream with the Rumble win as well, is why I chose Belair over Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo is still top 2, but the Raw Rumble win as well as the main event Mania win pushed over the top for Belair for me.
Okay, how many promotions did Bianca Belair defend her title in?
Raw's a promotion, SmackDown.
No, it's not.
It is not a promotion. It is WWE.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Game Changer Wrestling is a promotion.
Although technically she didn't.
Listen off promotions.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. Wrestler of the year.
There's only one right answer.
There is really only one right answer. As much as I
Okay, everyone has 3 or on 3, I guess. 1, 2, 3.
Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Roman Reigns? Like,
He has
Buck
really,
did not say Roman Reigns, I want to point out.
Who did you say?
He didn't say
Kenny
anything.
Omega. Fucker.
Who is it?
Why would I Kenny Omega? It 100%. Again, it 100% is Roman Reigns. That man's been around 8 years now, and this is the best fucking Roman Reigns you're ever going to see.
Yes, I fully fucking agree. And his promo he cut on John Cena the other day that got edited was hilarious.
Missionary sex John Cena.
Hey, if you like it, you like it.
It's like the missionary position. I was like, oh my god.
Do. Oh.
Abadoo.
Get in the ring.
Yeah. Match of the year. I think we're going to fight on this one.
I think we are too.
Oh, we are.
Fat Man, I want to hear yours first.
Going back through my notes,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I have one match that I rated 5 stars. Shingo Takagi versus Jeff Cobb at Wrestle Kingdom Night 1. 1, 2, 1? I
It
can't
was
remember.
one.
Whatever.
I think it was one.
Yes.
So anybody got something different?
Of course. Everyone has something.
Everyone has something.
Is it bad? My response is going to be who? And then who?
IWG. You know who Jeff Cobb is? Okay, here we go again. I will buy another plane ticket to fucking Newfoundland
To Dildo, Newfoundland.
and punch you in your goddamn fucking ovary and then go see the Titanic statue.
Just meet him in Gander. Hey, you know there's 9/11 statue there too.
Is there?
There is. That's all the
There
planes
is?
on.
Yes, there is. I'm a.
Newfoundland saved your fucking asses out when you couldn't stop 3 packies with box cutters on an airplane 20 years ago.
It'll be 20 years ago on September 11th. All the planes that.
And I want to point out who the fuck runs a show on September 11th. Moose, I'm calling you out. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hi, Moose.
But no, what happened was, side note, Newfoundland is where all the planes were diverted to. There's a musical called Come From Away based on it.
Of course, Chip would know there was a musical based on it.
Seen it on Broadway. I had a chance to see it in D.C. and I was an idiot and didn't go see it.
Where were they touring? Was it a touring show?
No, it started out in D.C.
Oh.
And I didn't even want to give it a chance. And then I heard the soundtrack and said, I'm a fucking idiot.
Of course, right?
But yeah, that was a big one. Like,
But no, they're the only place other than America to have a part of the World Trade Center.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
I'll see that too. I'm punching Ryan in the ovary.
Great. And we're back.
Okay, Sleazy, or you're running the segment. Why the fuck am I running it?
Yeah, I don't know why you decided to get on that. So, Ryan?
Susie has Asuka versus everyone in any match she's ever in.
Exactly. That's pretty obvious.
Oscar versus Becky Lynch.
In the briefcase handed of last year.
Yeah.
Last year. That's his
where I was going.
match of the year.
This year was a handoff of a briefcase. That was my match of the year this year so far.
I'll catch up. Match of the year, I feel like this might change when I rewatch a couple of matches at the end of the year. But right now, match of the year to me, Walter and Ciampa from Night 1 of TakeOver.
Dude,
That was so good.
It's so good. It was so good.
That was really good.
Shit.
I had two to choose from, and the reason I said choose because I know one might not have happened on one of the pay-per-view nights. I might have been on so NJPW does theirs a couple they'll lead up into a pay-per-view. But there was one match between Will Ospreay and Takagi that was a 5-star match. But if I'm going by pay-per-view, it's going to be Shingo Takagi and Tanahashi from Grand Slam.
Interesting. I think 3 out of 4 of us picked the New Japan show.
Oh, Sleazy has one?
Okada Ospreay from Night 1.
Oh, that was good too.
And to be fair, it was that. It was Gargano Kushida was way up there. And Ibushi Naito was up there as well.
If you want to be a mark, listen to this.
We obviously chose different ones. I do have Meltzer's because
There's a mid-year award?
well,
Or you just doing it by star rating?
by his star ratings. So technically, because of fuck Dave Meltzer, he has a 1 6-star match. And nothing else touches it. And it's Ospreay Takagi from Dontaku.
That's the one I was talking about.
Well, that's not the only one. I don't think that's the one you're talking about because I think for the first time in a long time, there's 2 of them in the top 3 in theory because they also had one on New Japan Cup, Day 13, which technically wasn't a pay-per-view. It was on New Japan World, but it wasn't billed as a true pay-per-view.
No, the one I was talking about was Don't whatever the D word you said.
Dontaku.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Okay, so here's basically the top 12 because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5-star matches.
One, what a mark.
Yeah, so here we go. At 6 stars, Ospreay Takagi from Dontaku. 5.5 stars. 5.5 stars.
5.5.
Stardom? What? Utami Shida. Wow, I can't say that. Versus Sayuri.
The fuck out of that.
Yeah, that was terrible. I'm sorry for all the Japanese fans that listen to our show, all one of you.
He's Asian by insertion.
Exactly.
Oh, and hi, Michelle, the one Asian listener.
Yes, basically, yes. 5.5 stars, New Japan Cup 2021, Ospreay versus Shingo Takagi. 5.25 stars, Wrestle Kingdom Night 2, Ibushi versus Jay White, which no one said. No one even mentioned that.
I was flirting with that, but I didn't go with it.
I just looked it up. I rated it 4 3/4.
Also,
There's not New Japan or AEW in the top 12.
there is one that's AEW. 2 that are in AEW. Yeah. Wrestle Kingdom Night 1, Okada Ospreay. 5.25 stars as well.
Overrated piece of shit.
5 stars, Wrestle Grand Slam in Tokyo Dome. Chip's favorite show. Takagi Tanahashi. Wow, that would have been good. 5 stars, AEW Dynamite 81. The Bucks versus the Death Triangle.
What?
Yeah. The only tag match on the top.
What?
Yeah. I want to point out we're 7 in. You've not heard Kenny Omega's name yet. Yet. New Japan Cup Day 8. Will Ospreay versus Zack Sabre Jr., which is always an amazing match. That was 5 stars. New Japan New Beginning in Nagoya. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Shingo Takagi. Wow, what the fuck? I do not
10,000 times.
Yeah, really. And another 5-star match. And I want to point out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the top 12 or 13 matches have Shingo in them. Finally, we get to New Year's Smash Night 1. Ray Phoenix versus Fat Man. Kenny Omega. Doesn't even
Fuck
say.
Kenny Omega.
I was waiting for you to say it and you didn't say it, you fucker.
Stop dropping the ball. It's your fucking line.
Yes.
I'm watching like a
Get the fuck on the fucking ball.
Blitzer's commercial and it's making my head hurt.
Tagagi versus Jeff Cobb on Wrestle Kingdom Day 2, which was Fat Man's.
Mm-hmm.
And then night 1, Kota Ibushi versus Naito. Those are all the 5-star and above matches from Meltzer. The only one that even comes close, well, one comes close, and we said this on the last show, was the Money in the Bank match, which Big E won. And that was 4 3/4 stars. That is the top WWE match all the way down to, well, I guess it's the same star rating, Gargano Kushida. That's it. Wow.
My head.
My head hurts. Man, you got news and rumors?
Yep. I'm going to say this out quick. WWE released their quarter 2 results. Revenue increased 19%. Income decreased 17%, but that's due to expenses for the Thunderdome. Keep moving it. Digital videos did a record 11.2 billion, an increase of 13%. And hours consumed were a record 394 million, an increase of 5%.
Now, does that include WWE Network / Peacock, or is that just YouTube?
Just as digital video views.
I believe that's just YouTube then.
Oh, wow.
They also said that I had it somewhere. Where'd it go? Backlash was up 26%. From last year, Hell in a Cell was up 25%, and Money in the Bank was up 46% in views.
Now, here's a big question. Was that because of Peacock?
That's what they're saying. They're saying because Peacock
has 5 million subscribers, right? So I can see that.
Yeah, WWE Network only had 1 million or 1.6 or something like that.
Yeah,
so.
it was 1.6 worldwide, I think.
So,
Really?
I understand why, but do you count viewers that can't watch the goddamn show?
Buffer fucker.
It's not like I didn't try.
okay, so essentially revenue was up, but like profit was a little bit down because
They had more expenses.
yeah. So Vince McMahon, during that conference call with the quarterly results, someone brought up AEW, and he said it's currently not a situation where it's raising ties between Ted Turner. It's not okay. I fucked that up. It's currently not a situation where it's raising ties because Ted Turner was coming after us with all of Time Warner's assets as well. It was a different situation. AEW is where they are. I don't really know what their plans are. All I know is what our plans are. I don't consider them competition in a way that I considered WCW back in the day. Not even near close to that. I'm not so sure what their investments are as far as their talent is concerned. Perhaps we can give them some more. And then
Perhaps we could give them some more, and then they release Bray Wyatt. Fuck you.
Yeah, they did. But Nick Khan, the CRO, the president, said, the way we look at that that situation is sort of like a horse race where the horse had blinders on. We're looking straight ahead and in our lane and making sure we stay in front of the pack. At the same time, everything is competition. Someone had a line a couple weeks ago that we chuckled about. Sleep is our competition. If it was up to us, people will be up 24 hours a day watching content with different content providers, hopefully increasing ours. We don't look at any organization particularly as competition, yet we see everything as competition in terms of what we're trying to do in terms of getting eyeballs to watch our product.
That is the most fucking shareholder answer I've heard in a long time.
Going back to the Vince comment, he's right.
Yeah, he is.
I saw people getting butthurt about that. Jericho said it, and Jericho's all like, well, yeah, we don't consider WWE competition either, kind of like tongue-in-cheek. I go, then why are you responding to the comment? First place never acknowledges second place. The only reason they brought up AEW is because, like, a shareholder
asked about it.
And yet you guys at least 3 times a week are bringing up WWE.
Mm-hmm. I do believe that I think Vince is a liar if he doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, he knows.
Well, he said in the call he didn't. He said outright in the call that he didn't know what they were planning, what their plans were. Like, fuck
Which
you,
is true. They don't know what their plans are.
That's a bunch of horseshit, and they know that. Because at the very least, they know who they're interested in because they would have had feelers out. People talk all the time. You're not going to tell me that Vince doesn't even have a half an ear about what they could potentially be doing. That's bullshit, and they know it. Everyone knows that. It's the politically correct thing to say to your shareholders that we don't really know what their plans are, so we're just looking ahead and doing our own thing. But you're delusional if you don't believe that they have some inkling of what's going on over there and are not, at the very least, aware of it. Are they counter-programming it? I don't think so. They don't need to. But that doesn't mean that they wouldn't have an inkling of what's going on.
They don't care. I honestly don't think they care.
I'm not saying they care. I'm not. My statement is that I think he's full of shit when he says he doesn't know.
It's kind of funny. It goes to that meme that I put up on the website today that had that whole conversation, and on the bottom of it had all the WCW influencers that are now in AEW.
Have you noticed Randy Orton is the killer of careers?
Hey, yep. Only one left is Drew McIntyre.
What? You're still young. Every time Randy Orton has a segment with somebody, they go to AEW.
So that means Matt Riddle's going to AEW?
I hope so.
Why? So, again, he could be...
So you can fight Cody Rhodes, of course. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, this is obvious. Obvious booking is obvious.
Okay, let's talk about it now. Bray Wyatt got released, and everyone's like, yeah, he's very talented, blah, blah, blah. AEW would be stupid not to pick him up. And I'm like, what are they going to do with him?
Oh, everyone knows what they're going to do with him. They're throwing Brody's spot.
Yeah.
I mean...
That's the talk.
That would be the only reason to pick him up.
Okay, but... Cool?
Well, I'll read what I had said about it. Number one, this is why they didn't care when they released Bo. Okay? Because Bo just got released not too long ago.
I don't think they give a shit what Bray Wyatt thought about him getting released or not.
Exactly. Well, if they thought he had something to give, they would have at least listened. Number two, this is why they pushed all of Bray's spooky shit to Alexa. So they could get the rub of what they were doing with Bray without needing Bray anymore. Okay? And to be fair, to point 3 that I made, was Alexa was going to get booed by the fucking Smarks. To the point where she had to deactivate her Twitter for a little while because they were giving her so much shit. What the fuck for? It's not her fault he got released. She had nothing to do with it. What the fuck's you fucking goddamn Weirdo fucking get your hand off your dick, fat man.
But I didn't go on their Twitter and talk shit.
Get your hands off your dick, you fucking mark.
I only said nice things.
Yes. And I thought there's a less than a 10% chance that he's going to get picked up by AEW. I do not believe that with the way that AEW is dealing with what they're dealing with, that he wouldn't be any more than lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was getting at. Was all like, cool, he'll be the leader of the Dark Order, and then what?
They'll turn him back into a heel faction that, honestly, I don't think works anymore. It really doesn't work anymore. So, yeah.
And that was my point, because I'm all like, AEW's now just picking up everyone they fucking can, and now they're going to be like WWE's now. Too much talent, not enough. They got less programming hours than WWE has.
Right, they've got 5 hours a week.
So they got.
Well, they got 4 shows. They're about to have 4 shows.
Yeah, 1 hour Rampage, 2 hour.
Dark Elevation. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was on Dark and Elevation as well.
They're 1 hour shows each, aren't they?
I'm agreeing with you for all the products. It's like, what do you mean they don't have the TV time? TV time, they got the YouTube time as well, we'll call it, but like they got hours and hours to fucking fill.
Yeah, but I was under the impression both Elevation and Dark would both be hour shows.
Have you watched the fucking
Not lately.
product?
No, not that. Not that.
Oh man, they're still 2 and 3 hour shows.
Are they still 2? Okay, so then you're talking about 7 to 8 hours then.
Okay.
Which is a lot more. But they were also using those time not for the talent they already have, but to bring in indie talent. To give them rubs.
Like the Dark and Dark Elevation are their one's squash matches and one's medium squash matches. Like,
right, but they're velocity and heat effectively.
Yeah.
And then you have obviously Dynamite, which is their Raw, and then Rampage, which will probably be their SmackDown.
Which is going to be 1 hour.
Which is only 1 hour.
And they're doing it live. Which I'm baffled about.
I wouldn't be.
They're not doing it live every week.
I was under the impression they were going to do Dark and they're going to tape Dark and then do Rampage live.
Yeah, that's what my impression was too.
But I don't know. I don't know that for sure.
Rampage that are taped. It's not live every week.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Because I know at least the first 2 or 3 shows are live.
Yeah.
Especially First Dance. I'll definitely be live.
No, I'm not sure.
I know that one's live. And it's The Last Dance because they have to fucking copy ESPN because they're in Chicago.
Right.
Which makes 0 sense. Why they call it The Last Dance.
It's called The First Dance, shithead.
Yeah, I'll say it's First Dance, dude.
The fucking...
Well, it's called The Last Dance.
No, it's not.
Didn't I just fucking see something about how it's called The Last Dance?
Then your eyes are fucking lying to you because it's called The fucking First Dance.
What? Fat Man's wrong?
Yes.
I'm never wrong.
Well, you're wrong about this. You think it's called The Last Dance.
I could have sworn I saw something AEW Last Dance.
Nope. First. It's been all Facebook all day long because it sold out in like 5 minutes yesterday.
So in other words,
Fat Man's fucking wrong.
Fat Man is indeed wrong. And also a huge Michael Jordan mark.
No, I'm just saying that they were copying fucking shit.
Well, they weren't.
Oh.
Now he's going to explain how he wasn't really wrong, even though he was wrong. Here it comes. Ready?
Something they're doing is called The Last Dance. I know it is. Because
Absolutely nothing's called The Last Dance.
You're wrong again. You're wrong again.
Okay. Let's continue on these news and rumors.
AEW sells out 10,000 tickets for The Last Dance.
According
in
to
Chicago.
According to who?
Yeah, that's a typo then.
Okay, that's what I was seeing.
Yeah,
so
that's a typo,
you
'cause it's
and
First
who
Dance.
else is wrong is my answer to that. Who was it? Who reported that?
Reddit.
Oh,
wrong.
so you're gonna take the fucking advice of Redditors? Oh, by
I'm
the way,
not.
you could check
But I'm
out our
sending it to the
subreddit.
chat because that's where because that was the only thing I saw of it was that.
I'm in the
That's
middle of a fucking plug here. You could find us on r/the wrestling show. And by the way, you're still wrong.
I just sent it to the chat. That was the only thing I saw of it. That's why I was all like,
Yeah, that's a typo.
okay, then if it's a typo, it's a typo. Then it ain't on me for being wrong. It's
No,
on
you're
them.
still wrong. Maybe
Speaking
you
of
should
wrong-
watch the product.
That's a product I do watch.
I didn't watch
Homecoming
those.
tomorrow night. Homecoming tomorrow night. Oh, last week's was awesome. Minus the Nick Cage match.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch last week.
Aha.
You should know that.
Hoy, hoy.
Well, tomorrow's Homecoming.
And speaking of stupid shit, Domino's.
God, this is retarded.
Why is this retarded?
It's
Domino's pulls ads from Warner Media, not from TNT, from the whole Warner Media after that stupid ass fucking cookie or pizza cutter spot on Dynamite last week. Why is it stupid? They just lost money.
My answer is this. The very next day, Matt Cardona starting to eat Domino's pizza with a pizza cutter. Heel of the year, boys. Heel of the year.
I will give AW where it's growing pains. You do the pizza cutter spot and then you go right to a Domino's commercial. They thought it would be funny.
How is hold on now? Hold the fucking phone here, dickhead. How
No,
is
fuck
it
off.
AEW that people buy time for commercials? Like Time Warner stole the commercial. Like it's just absolutely stupid out of fucking Domino. Oh, shitty timing, but don't pull your money from a TV station because you didn't like it. When the pizza cutter can, as Renee Paquette said, a pizza cutter can barely cut fucking crust at time. What do you think is actually going to carve Jericho's head off? Domino's are fucking idiots for the reasoning I'm pulling the money from Time Warner. It's fucking stupid.
They probably got more promotion
Yeah,
because of the fact that it was a funny spot.
I will agree with that. I'm just saying
It was dumb for pulling the ad. That I disagree. That's not on AEW. That
I'm not
is
saying
on.
it's not on AEW. That's on Warner Media doing that. But it's also
Well, it's not Warner even doing that. Warner wouldn't have known. I don't.
No, I'm not saying Warner would. That's what I'm saying. But also AEW's got to realize sometimes being funny isn't just worth it. Because Warner Media is going to come to them and go, this is what we had to do, guys.
So this is what I don't get. What do you mean? How they being funny?
Because it was right after the pizza cutter spot, wasn't it?
The claim was that they intentionally.
Like you can't claim that people buy time on TV for commercials. That airs a certain time. That had nothing to do with anybody else outside of. That was the time they bought. Like that wasn't somebody being funny. That was just bad timing.
I agree to a point. There is some flexibility on when you put ads when you're doing picture in picture like that. Do I believe it was that specific ad? Probably. But did they mean to do it right at that spot? No, it's probably coincidence. But
Or it was some jack off in the truck and thought it would be funny to do it.
yeah, but they don't have control over that.
I'm just saying.
The only control they would have.
I'm not blaming AEW. I'm just saying.
I think it was a happy coincidence that was funny, and Domino's is all butthurt over it.
Yeah.
And for them,
Listen to Bischoff's. He explained it way better than I was trying to be smart about it, but they buy time through some. I don't know. He was smarter about it. There's a reason why it was dumb on both parts for Warner Media and Domino's. But
so this is
where the fuck did I throw that?
a 5-minute promo for 83
Dominoes.
weeks and Dominoes.
I never said the podcast name, fucker.
Everyone fucking knows it's fucking
Never said it,
83
though.
weeks
So
with
fuck
Eric
off,
Bischoff,
piece
with
of fucking
Conrad
shit.
fucking
I
Thompson,
fucking hate you
and everyone
so
could go
fucking much
fuck off.
that I want
You could go
to
suck
step on fucking Lego
fucking
and
Conrad's
fucking get Down
dick.
syndrome and
When
fucking
he's
get
all done,
ALS,
you could
you fucking
suck
cunt.
Tony Schiavone's dick, and then you could suck fucking Bruce Pritchard's dick, and then when you're done with that, you could suck JR's dick. And then come right back around to Ric Flair, which is the reason why Conrad's been in that podcast game since day one.
Ric Flair got released by WWE. Thanks for the segue.
You're welcome.
He asked for his release. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he asked for his release. Yep.
What's Richard Fleer doing in NWA Power?
Already reached out for him. NWA has already reached out for you. Like,
Yep.
you should be at the pay-per-view.
He should be at Wrestling at the Chase. Yep.
Yep.
Going back to Bray Wyatt, I got some more notes. I'm sorry. JoJo, his baby mama, apparently also got released, but she was released like 2 years ago.
And nobody knew.
I reported it on this very
He
fucking
did.
show.
I do remember him before.
Yeah, because you're like,
But my thing is, I didn't realize that Double J was still working with WWE.
I didn't. I
didn't
oh, yeah,
either.
he got released too. I didn't realize that either.
I was like, what the fuck?
I thought he was gone too.
I thought he was working backstage at Impact. How
Well, anyway,
terrible.
more notes on the Bray Wyatt. Apparently, it was quote budget cuts.
Yeah.
Apparently, Nick Khan and the new CFO Kristen Salen are quote obsessed with cutting costs. Even though WWE is the most profitable it's ever been, for some fucking reason, they're just obsessed with cutting costs. And they're like, "Well, you haven't used Bray Wyatt since WrestleMania. Why the fuck is he still on the roster?" Oh,
And
right.
they were talking him coming back in August.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
So much for we're going to make so much money off of this, Tom Savini.
AEW signed a multi-year deal with Upper Deck for trading cards.
Cool.
That's still a thing.
I guess, and I went into Target. I went into 3 Walmarts in the last couple of days, and literally on their shelves it says, "We are no longer carrying trading cards."
Okay, so
I
actually,
don't know what it's like down in the States for you guys. I know here, and I worked in a Walmart doing the phone shit. It was a hot commodity since COVID kicked in for trading cards and stuff like that. The boys would come in when the lady came
Oh,
in.
maybe
the
that's why.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Sports cards, all of them. They'd load them up, and there's 15, 20 people waiting for cards.
Oh,
Whatever
maybe that's why they're not doing them anymore. You
was-
might be right on that. Maybe that's why. I didn't know that.
it was
But I didn't
terrible
realize
with-
trading cards were a thing since the 90s. So
No, they're very much a hot commodity again. Specifically Pokemon cards for some strange reason, and
And
Magic
Magic
the
again.
Well, the other part about Magic's Gathering was they found that people were coming into Walmart and grabbing all the packs up, grabbing the high cost rares and stuff, and then resealing them, and then bringing them back to the store and getting a refund.
wow,
Yeah,
what shitty fuck.
because Walmart will take them back if they're sealed.
It's really not that hard to steal them up. You take a fucking lighter.
Yeah, but there's
with that part being said, yes, so AEW getting into the trading card game. If they put out anything cool, like I got a couple of cool cards here that had a piece of the ring match from NXT UK London, or
Gotcha.
it was from an elimination, like little cool cards like that. They're cool little cards. Like if they have a bunch of them, me personally might look into picking up a couple packs to see if I can book some.
right.
I think Joe Gacy is about to wrestle on the breakout tournament next
Yes,
on
he
NXT.
is.
We
Yes,
met him
he
in
is.
Dallas, didn't we? Or in New Orleans?
New Orleans.
Yeah, right. It's a CCW show, right?
He was working the
Okay.
CCW show.
I was wondering why. I thought that's why he looked familiar.
He was who did he work?
No clue. Natalia will only be out for a few weeks after she had ankle surgery. It wasn't her knee; it was her ankle.
She's already walking without crutches.
That's great. It's great to hear.
So they're not going to strip her of the tag titles. So
That's so great.
Shane McMahon was named executive chairman of the board. Now I wrote that down for a reason. I think Vince may be in some transition here.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing
I think
too on various podcasts.
He's setting up for when he's no longer with the company.
Wait a second. How can he put him there when he's going to AEW to face Darby Allin?
Oh, Shane McMahon?
Yeah, the best wrestler in the world.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. My bad, bro.
At the Last Dance, I mean First Dance.
At the Last Dance.
Batman, in your notes, do you have the betting odds of who Punk's opponent's going to be?
No.
I'm reading this one up. The top 5 betting odds for CM Punk's first opponent in AEW is Daniel Bryan at plus 200, Darby Allin plus 200, Christian Cage at plus 300, Orange Cassidy at plus 500, and Cody Rhodes at plus 700.
But what about if he doesn't get signed?
I don't care.
I mean, will not believe either one of them are signed until I see them walk out.
Agreed.
I don't care.
So my thing, now time out, are they doing? They're doing AEW Rampage in Chicago, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And they're doing All Out in Chicago. They're coming back to Chicago.
Yep.
No.
Wait. They're doing All Out in
They're
Chicago.
doing it in Chicago again.
No. I thought it was like, oh wait, they are. They're doing Rampage, and then 2 weeks later they're going to do isn't it like another Rampage?
I believe so, actually.
And then
All Out,
and then Dynamite, or Dynamite Rampage All Out. They're doing like
they have quite a few shows.
All Out is not in Chicago.
Where
I
is
thought
it?
it was.
Is it Vegas?
Outside States in Illinois.
That's a suburb. Fuck off.
It's
I hate you
actually
so
Chicago.
fucking much. I'm gonna oh my god. I'm buying another ticket to Newfoundland.
Newfoundland's getting a lot of money out of Fat Man today.
Oh my god. I already went up there last week.
States is a village in Illinois. It is a suburb in Chicago. To me, that's still its own spot. It's not.
It's fucking
Adam
United
Page
Center.
is said to be out for All Out because I guess him and his wife just recently had a baby, and that could be a factor. And Kenny Omega's replacement opponent is rumored to be
Daniel Bryan.
Christian Cage.
The man that outworks everyone versus the man who can't get pinned ever.
That'll work.
One last thing in notes: Adam's Cole contract reportedly expires after SummerSlam. I guess it expired before the Great American Bash special, but he signed an extension. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Cool.
Chip,
Awesome. Sweet.
what is your date of birth?
728. It is Sports Guru 728.
It's his social security number.
I had to do something.
Date of birth.
I had to do something different because I did that last week. Ryan,
Ryan Buck 85.
I am at TWS Sleazy,
TWS Fat Man.
and the show is at Sleazy Fat Man on Twitter and Instagram. Check us out on GearNetwork.com and wherever you get those shiny brand new podcasts. We're here every Saturday morning at 8. That's pretty much it for the show. So with thanks to Chip,
Yep.
with thanks to Ryan, who's going to point at the screen, thank you. And as always, for Sleazy,
The Fat Man.
this is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain of the game. The blood shedding your name. When there's nothing to gain, I'm a well-gone
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.